Now why can't I have teachers like this? Fist Fight is directed by Richie Keene and written by Van Robichaud and Evan Sesser, and it stars Charlie Day and Ice Cube. This tells the story of two teachers who, after some disagreement on the last day of school before summer vacation, they agree to this fight at 3 o'clock at the back alley of the school, and from then on, shenanigans ensue because comedy! I gotta say, I really like the whole around cast of this film. I think everyone did a good job as far as their performance and their acting. Charlie Day is Charlie Day, he's playing Charlie Day as a teacher. Ice Cube is playing Ice Cube as a teacher. He's basically his character in the 21 and 22 Jump Street films, except he's not a policeman, and there's not much effort put into his character, but still Ice Cube has that charm of playing this guy who is mean and badass, and he doesn't give a fuck about you, but you still like seeing him portrayed on screen. I like Jillian Bell a lot, I like Tracy Morgan a lot, I like Dean Norris a lot in this film. Jillian Bell is the funniest one. Some lines don't really work for her, but the ones that do, they really hit hard as far as comedy is concerned. She's this teacher who's very crazy, wants to fuck some of the students, and then she's always admitting that she takes drugs, and she takes extreme measures in wanting to solve problematic situations. Those don't work, but she still takes those initiatives that you find so out of this world that you can't but laugh at. Christina Hendricks is also in this movie, and I would have liked to see more from her. She's a French teacher. French teachers are always the craziest one. They are always the ones that are really, really out of the box. They seem really weird, they don't really talk much, but when they do, they say the most weird stuff, and as far as psychology goes, French teachers aren't ever as they look. You'll be surprised if you get to know a French teacher. They look like something, and then they completely twist it as they are as a person. Look, this is a fine comedy. You chuckle here and there, you give a grin, you give a laugh, you smile with some of the dialogue, and the whole cast again has great chemistry on screen. You have some crazy, out-of-this-world situations going on screen, both from the teachers and from the students. There are bad relationships all over this film. There's an actual subplot that is kind of endearing and that you kind of feel for as far as Charlie Day's character is concerned, but everything else is so over the top, and that becomes a problem because the world building is so poor in this film. So as I said, this film is set in the last day of school before summer vacation, and you see these wacky things happen, acts by students that would never happen. But you gotta ask yourselves, because of the questions this movie doesn't answer, so is this the first last day of school that these students are doing this? Do they always do this and has never one been expelled? They do some crazy stuff, both in the school grounds as a whole and inside the very classrooms as they are having class. And it's so crazy, it's so zany, that it doesn't exactly fit with the most subtle comedy that comes from characters and their relationships with the rest of the movie. I can't tell you that you won't laugh with Fist Fight, but I can tell you that you gotta really turn about 60 to 75% of your brain off to enjoy it. It's fun, it's 90 minutes, it doesn't run for too long, these people clearly have no agenda, and this is one of those movies set in one day. And even for a movie set in one day, there are so many stretches in time. These people wouldn't have had time to do the stuff they do here. And I gotta get back to the teachers a little bit. I like the cast, I like the chemistry, there's some likability to some of the characters, but these people will never be teachers. That is the part that I tell you, you gotta turn 60 to 75% of your brain off to enjoy it. Jillian Bell in this film? No way she'd be a teacher. Christina Hendricks? No fucking way. Pardon my French, she would be a teacher. Neither would Ice Cube, and the relationship between most of these characters is just so out of this world. They seem to not know very much from each other in the beginning of the film. Apart from Tracy Morgan and Jillian Bell and Charlie Day. Those seem to be three good friends for a long while. Then Ice Cube, apparently he's a teacher for a long time as well in this school, and they don't know anything about Charlie Day. It seems like they're just meeting. It seems like Christina Hendricks has never had any kind of conversation with any of the other characters around her, and she's just too damn weird. Even Ice Cube finds her weird in this film. How can you explain that? Fist Fight is a fine, disposable 90-minute comedy. You chuckle here, you grin there, there are good likable character moments, but apart from that, the world building is just very, very bad. I can't tell you it is a bad movie, it isn't, it's just what it is, simple as that. But whether you watch it or not, your heart will go on. What are your thoughts on Fist Fight, my beautiful geekies? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Let me know the answers to 2 questions. Number 1, did you ever get into a fist fight? And number 2, who was your weirdest teacher? What was the subjects she/he taught? Let me know everything in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and share with all your movie-loving friends. And speaking of movie-loving friends, yesterday I uploaded my review of the 2017 Academy Awards. There's a lot of stuff going on. We talk about what it means and how the situation occurred. So go check that out. It is probably the most important video I've ever made, so I would appreciate that very much. Thank you so much for watching, my beautiful geekies. You guys are the freaking best. I love you all. You stay beautiful. You stay geeky. And if you haven't done so yet, click the bell and the subscribe button and we can be geeky united!